so let's get our power in here. Oh, oh, and we fell off. I like the top position there. Okay. Let's get that there, and then this one right here. Okay. And then that. And then that. Okay. And then that. Then we connect all of these up. You to there. Okay. You to there, you to there. Okay. You to here. Okay, okay. Alright. And now you to there. Okay. Alright, so now our capacity is 930 megawatts. Oh yes. Yee. Alright, so that is objective number 1 complete. Okay, so the next one was our concrete, and I think we did double our concrete, and it is looking good. Let's see, what else here? Yee. Alright, yeah, we definitely have more concrete income. Terrific. Okay, and actually, you know what? Let's check on that. Maybe we could upgrade the conveyor belts. Wait, this isn't producing. Oh boy. Oh, did I never like tell it to actually make concrete? It's probably not actually making concrete. I never told it to. Well, that's okay. Nope, I never told it to make concrete. Is this not limestone? It's totally limestone. Oh, no power. All right. Well, it would also help if I added power. So let's add some power. Okay, let's just add it over here. Kind of go along our sort of hierarchy of power lines. All right, there we go. So now we have the concrete happen. All right, so I'm not gonna worry about the conveyor belt thingy then. Although I am curious. Let's go check it out. So the curiosity is this producing more concrete than can actually be left out? And it's not. So we don't have to worry about it. This is a maximum amount of concrete that can be made by one conveyor belt, or constructor. Alright, so the next thing was going to be, I guess, additional coal support via vehicle, autonomous vehicle stuff. So I think we'll work on that next. Okay, so I'm going to start building out a little bit of a platform here. I believe the vehicle is going to drive along here. Oh, don't want it there. Or do we? I don't know. I don't know if we want it there. At least have it go into the sand there. A bit smoother. Alright, so for now, let's build some ramps over here. Not that we're actually going to need any ramps, but just in case it drives off for some reason, it could be driven back on. Okay, I'm like seeing gaps under these and where they're all floaty and stuff. Doesn't look good. Looks weird. Okay. Except for out here, I want to build this out a little bit more. Here's our magical circle building. created by our extremely creative Crystal Dawes. An impossible shape for this game. But of course he knows exactly how to game the game. Need more concrete. Alright, so we're gonna have to move some of this stuff so the vehicle can actually drive through a little bit. Steppy step. Steppy step. Run, run, run. Alright, grab 1, 2, 300. Step, 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 step. Let's do the super jump with the conveyor belts. Yeah. I don't know why the crouch is not actually strafing, or not strafing, but sliding for some reason lately. Alright, so let's go ahead and put in our lifts. Hey, we can actually stick this underneath. I kind of like that. And then we'll put another ramp. And just in case it falls off, and get back up. Besides, it's kind of cool looking. Alright. Do the same thing over here. I have no idea what to expect as far as that vehicle's performance. How likely is it to drive off one of these ledges? No idea. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so now let's go into, let's see, logistics, no, special, the MAM space elevator, production. Logistics, organization. Where could it be? Oh, transportation, obviously. Alright, truck station. In case we want to fit 2. I guess maybe we can't. I don't know. I guess these are pretty big, so we'll stick that in here. Alright, so now we have our truck. Stick this over here. Oh, let's go ahead and connect that up. Okay. And we'll stick this, or we'll just connect this one to here. Actually, let's get rid of that one, because we're going to get rid of some of that stuff. We're going to move some of that stuff, rather. Connect it up to that main line. That way this whole system over here is all connected to one power line. Or network, I mean. Alright. Hibiscus. Okay, can I make that vehicle right now? I need beacons. Okay. I think we have a vehicle somewhere. Yeah, right here. Just turned my head, and there it is. I think it's out of gas. 0 fuel. Yep. Okay. There's some fuel. Get on there. Alright, here we go. This thing is so loud. So it actually does fit through here. Oh, it does. Okay. Not recording. Oh, okay. So before we bother doing some of this stuff, we need to prepare some things. First thing, what did you just do? Why did the arm do a thing? Huh. Okay, so we want to take stuff out, and we want to send it somewhere, and we want to stick stuff in, so like fuel. Okay, so our fuel depot is really, really far away. We could run it down the existing sort of bus that we have here, which we might do, and then we can just kind of split it off and stick it in here. I'm in favor of that. And so we can actually make fuel. Can we actually make fuel yet? We can just make solid fuel. Can we make like oil or something? Go check out the research real quick. It's gonna be kind of hard to automate anything without oil. Let's see. Let's go see. Kind of bothering me a little bit. Let's connect these up. And so let's add the ramp here. Pretty sure there's a corner ramp that we eventually can upgrade to, or we can eventually unlock. Okay. And then over here, too steep for my tastes. Of course, it doesn't matter if it ends up floating. Okay, so I guess we'll do 2. Alright, so then we'll grab the big foundation, and we're out of concrete again. Alright, let's go check out our researchy thing. The ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have any oil stuff? The cost is 50 black powder, and we don't have black powdery things yet. Power slug done. Nutrients, Macilla, flower petals. Power poles level 2. We don't have those super threads yet. What's this thing? Smart splitter. We don't have those. AI limiter. We don't have that. Let's see. Okay. Might be part of the next level tier 5. So if that's the case, I don't think we can actually do the autonomy stuff yet. Let's do an experiment. How much fuel actually is required to get all the way to the coal station? Let's go grab some of the fancy fuel. I think we can actually use all this stuff to make some of our own. Yeah, solid fuel. Make a bunch. Take some tea. I don't want to do this. We could add a constructor. If we rotated these things, we don't have the inventory to move them, I guess. We could add another level and add a constructor on top of this one. And that one can make the Alright, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take these out, go to select recipe. This is an easier solution. This is gonna make solid fuel. We're gonna dump all of this in there, or as much as we have. And then work smarter, not harder. We're just gonna stick that into this chest, which we can also dump this stuff into. And that's gonna spit that out, and that's gonna make our big thingies, solid biomass. Okay, so we need a place to put our new solid biomass. It will eventually go into that one, but for now, we need something to stick them in. So, it's in the way. Oh, is the conveyor belts in the way? Okay. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Crystal Dimes. I have to get rid of your art project here. That hurts. Okay. Storage container. And you go directly in there. Okay. So now we won't be looping stuff that will end up causing it to be all clogged up. Okay. Alright, so it's doing that. Alright, just making these for us. So we can do something else for the time being, and we can come back and check in on it. Oh yeah, I wanted to work on this over here as well, our shredder. I want our shredder to kind of shred anything that's in our inventory that we don't feel like kind of having. So to do that, we're gonna do a merger, and so we'll go ahead and hook up our crystals in here, and then this is our shredder storage unit. So like, I don't want these, I don't want that, I don't want to hold on to it, I don't want that, I don't want these, I don't want this. Alright, so now it's going to go and shred those things as well. It's easier than finding the containers somewhere in my factory, which is not as organized as you might expect it to be. And then, you know, I'm not going to go hunting for that, so I'm just going to dump it there. Okay. So our glowy worms or slugs are going to go in here. Okay. Speaking of, let's clean out some of these chests. Stick that in there, and I guess that, because we're doing that. Mycelia. Okay. And okay. Dump that in there, and the leaves as well. Okay, cool. How much concrete do we have? Alright, we need more concrete. Super jump. Okay, grab that. If you're just joining us here, we are trying to find stuff to do. That's not like a huge undertaking. I had like a laundry list of things I wanted to do when I started playing, and then I kind of forgot what my priorities were here. I thought I was gonna do the automation for the vehicles, but it turns out we don't have the oil stuff yet, and we can't automate the vehicles then, therefore. Hey, Innat Tervo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. So if you actually are interested in that turbo, you don't have to, don't feel pressured, but if you do want to join in on the game, you're more than welcome to. Just join up on the Discord, and there's information in the Satisfactory channel. And it's open for everybody. As long as everybody behaves, it'll be free and open. It's more like I'll have to ask As for forgiveness versus permission, sort of thing. All right, so we got our vehicle thingy here, and we want to do the automation thing. Oh, that's right. We're gonna see how far we can actually get, because if we can do the biomass, the solid biomass as our fuel, you just might love this game. Oh, good, cool, yo. This round room is wicked, isn't it? So this was actually made not by me, but Crystal Dies, our very own Crystal Dies, who's he's currently AFK, but he's in the chats. He pops in every once in a while. He actually had a stream on Friday, and his place is like 500 hours in. This is about 30. But this was his design. I don't know how he did this. Because it's also perfect, right? So it's using an existing, like, sort of broken system, I think. But even though it is broken and all that, it's still perfect. It's perfectly mirrored on both sides. Okay. All right. So there's definitely plenty of things to automate. And let's check in on our coal real quick to kind of see if we should bother with the autonomy stuff yet. I suspect that our generators are fine and our coal is fine. This is usually a good tell how our coal is, just right here. So it's a little low right now, I imagine, because this is still piling up in here. And that one's good. Some of these have to be a little bit low, because we just made these a little bit ago. You are about 10 hours in your current file. Gotcha. The first I have to say, the first like 20 hours, actually the first 30, I just keep adding to that list there, because we're about 30 hours in the game, and it's still like, what else is in this? Because there's so much, and it's so time consuming. Have you played Factorio in Naturvo? Inaturvo. How do I say that faster? Inaturvo. Slicker. Inaturvo. You haven't. I make a lot of comparisons to Factorio. I have about like 300. I have like 300 some hours in that game. That was one of my favorite games of all time. I absolutely love Factorio. It's an interesting comparison to this, because it's basically the same game, only Factorio is in 2D and this is in 3D, and it's almost just the difference in perspective is almost enough to make them kind of entirely different experiences. So if you've played one, I would suggest that you haven't played the other, although there are similarities. But in 30 hours in Factorio, you would be further along. I think I would be further along than this, even if I was playing it new. In about 40 hours, you can go through everything in the game. Not to the level of efficiency I think that you're intended to hit, but in 40 hours, you would have gone through and processed at least everything once. And in this, like, we're on tier 4. We're still working on building stuff up to tier 5. There's still plenty of things that have not been automated, and I think in part it's basically because it's 3D. But okay. All right. So the next thing to automate here is, I think, frames, modular frames. So, and versatile frameworks and stuff like that. So. So this needs regular modular frames and steel beams. So we're kind of automating our frames over here. It's very slow because our reinforced iron plate production is really small. It's like really low. Oh wow, there's like nothing in here. So what are these making again? Oh wow, our reinforced iron plate stock is actually really, really low. Let's check in on that system. So it looks like our bottleneck is actually going to be iron plates. So let's go back to the beginning of our little humble factory. Navigate through this mess. And let's take a look at our steel plates, or iron plates. So first of all, what I would like to do is upgrade all of these to the higher level belts, just the number 2. I believe this is already 2. Let's first determine if our income is the problem. I don't think our input's a problem. Although this one seems consistently low, which means this one's also low. Nope, it's not. Why aren't you... Oh. Ah, okay, so there we go. That's the problem. Our input is probably low as well, but our output is actually bottlenecks here. And that is a output. This one's hardly getting these things. It's interesting. Okay. So this is about to get some, yeah, okay. Alright, so let's upgrade our output. Okay, so that one's already a 2? Oh, that's an input, sorry. I apologize to myself. Alright, that... Oh, this isn't working. Alright, hold the phone. This one got broken for some reason. Alright, so... There we go. Okay, 1 in there. That goes in there. Okay, that's why some of these have, like, a lot waiting around, and some of these do not have much of anything. Alright, let's do 2. Reinforced plates seem to be take quite a bit, yeah. So am I just going, am I good to join? Any special rules? You know, if you join the Discord voice, the warning is that I have it broadcasted, so you don't have to join the Discord voice. And if you prefer to join the Discord voice so that you and Nettie can plan things, or so you can plan things, so you can talk to me, it'd be easier just to talk maybe, then I can turn off the voice. But you can also sit in the voice and just not use your microphone as well. Then you can kind of hear stuff too, and you can hear me in real time. And if you do join on a voice, you know, just make sure you're respectful and you don't curse and things like that. And that's about it. As far as rules for the what we're doing here, I haven't really made any rules yet. I mean, I kind of want to see what everybody else does, honestly. I think that's really exciting, see what everybody like kind of wants to do. I don't really want to enforce rules yet, and maybe eventually, but I think right now it's just gonna be this. Nothing special. All right. Oh, and if I didn't mention clearly, in the chat category hashtag Satisfactory, I have the invite code that you can use to search for the room. Okay, so we want to do frameworks. Let's do the same thing that we're doing over here, so that we can keep that nice and tidy. Alright, so we're gonna need reinforcements, which is on the top, I think. That iron plates, okay. It is a assembled thing, so it would be actually over there. Okay, so I want to curl around and have the input be as close as possible there. So let's put another frame here. Okay. And let's go ahead and extend these down. Okay. Get that in there. Oh, that's not the right one. I don't know why I did that. And that's not how we do that anyway. Okay. Let's do 9. And I'm gonna put the splitter there. We're gonna extend it a little bit. So we're gonna put this along the line. It's a little bit easier to put our splitters along the line when there's actually a belt there already. So do one of those numbers, and then we'll delete the belts. That there. Get rid of this here. Put that in there. Okay. Now, this will be our... There we go. Right, this will be our reinforced iron plate. I love the stackable conveyor belts. I have sky belts across my whole factory. Sky belts. Ooh, that's a good name. It's like way up in the sky. Just belts everywhere. That's cool. I love trains. I can't wait to actually have trains. I heard there, you know, because this is a belt-centric game, and there's no... In Factorio, they have... it's my closest comparison is Factorio. In Factorio, they have what's called a inserter, and it's a little machine that will grab stuff off of a conveyor belt, rotate, and then put it in a thing. And they have a feature where they can grab multiple objects off of a belt, pile it on, rotate, and then dump all of it into a building. And they have a scalable speed, and they have a scalable amount of things that they can stack per like grab. So it's a inherently very different way to balance your resources when you're coming off of belts into a building, where if you're just purely on belts, then your inputs and Nat Turvo has joined the game. Welcome. So when, in this case, when you have a belt going directly into a building, the building is only being given resources at the rate that the belt is actually like the belt's speed, basically. Again, versus the inserters, where you can increase the inserters and the belts, and you'll increase the throughput of the amount of content from the belt, therefore into the inserter, and then the inserter can always grab more, and then that goes into the building. So you can increase the rate the buildings can do stuff. With this one, that is the belt is the limitation, basically. So you have to increase the speed of the belts. So in Nat Turvo, you are welcome to kind of do whatever. Try not to destroy my factory, you know? And by destroy the factory, I mean like literally deleting stuff. Don't do that. Unless you're redoing it. If you want to redo it and you think you have a better idea, then go for it. An idea that was brought up to me by Crystal Dawes is like, you know, we could each have our own little area of the map. So you're welcome to go to a completely different place, siphon off of our energy, and kind of do a different part of the factory. So like, I have everything up to modular frames, right? So our tier 5, we need to do versatile framework. I know you said you have 10 hours, so this doesn't mean anything to you. Honestly, it doesn't mean anything to me either, and I'm at 30 hours. But if you hit a little tip, I don't know if you've come across this, is you can hit N, and it'll bring up a little search, and you can type in whatever you want, even including like basic stuff like iron, and you can see like how you do those things. So like right now I need modular. I need frames, so I'm working right now. I'm working towards this. the versatile framework, because our big elevator requires those, and it needs something else, like some super beam. So I haven't really done much of the super beam. You play with it a little bit in a separate file with friends. Cool. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's do the modular stuff. Assembler. 2 S's. Yeah. Okay. All right. I actually need to go grab some rotors. All right. So our assembler could be placed about here, maybe. I have some quartz coming in. It's going straight into the shredder at the moment. Alright, we're gonna do modular frame. We need rods and reinforced iron plates. Wow, 3. Okay. Our rods are way up there. Alright, so we're gonna do the same thing. Okay, take this out. Put this here. Alright, that's not the height we want. Okay. We do not have a sulfur income. Notice quartz and caterium trees in the MAM are not very far along. Okay. So that could be a thing. That could be a focus if you'd like. I have not done a whole lot of the research stuff. Natty has like kind of taken charge on the research thing. She's been having fun doing that. Doesn't mean you can't do it. She's not doing that right now. So you're more than welcome to do some of that.
I actually died in the poisonous place and I'm trying for the 3rd time to get my stuff back.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. There's this poison plant and a creature that keeps
Oh yeah.
heavily strong creature. Here we go.
Good luck, Natty. You can do it.
Thanks. Thanks. I'm going to need some luck.
It's not the walk of shame. It's a walk of future victory.
Yeah. I like this point of view.
Okay, so that is too tight. So we're gonna have to move this over. All right, assembler. Okay, stick that there. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, and we're gonna stick another splitter up here, and that's gonna connect right in there. Oh, game's slowing down a little bit.
And just died again.
No,
It's monsters.
it's the monsters. All right, let's make a team effort.
Oh no, I don't want you to die too. It's
We got this.
figure out.
How about like did you try building the walls and stuff like around the enemies or something?
This is actually a good idea. I'll try again.
Okay,
So,
I'll let you
but
solo
now
it.
I have to build zappers and mashers all over again.
I don't have a zapper on me. From when I died and dumped it.
This is fine. Admit it. This is fine.
Alright, let's actually stick a merger down first. Okay, and it's gonna go here. Alright, so then we'll make a marker so we know where you are. And then assembler. Okay. Oh, we're missing rotors. Got some right here. I'm gonna grab it right off of the conveyor belt here. And I believe we have some in our mall. Now, something I would like to do too while we are piling up on our copper sheets, I think it's almost time to start building our Futurama vacuum tubes, so you can zip around the base like a little bit faster than we. Running back and forth is like exhausting. My pinky holding down the shift the whole time. Alright, there's rotor. I'm just gonna grab a stack of 100. Alright, let's walk back. Ugh. Walk, walk, walk. Doop doo doo doo. Walk, walk, walk. Do, 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 do. Alright, let's grab while we're over here and extend our belts as long as the game will let us. About right there. And we'll extend this down a little bit further. Okay. Doop, 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 doop. Okay. Alright, so where's our alignment? Where is it? There it is. Okay, and there it is. Okay, cool. Alright, so now we'll put in one of these frames on the edge. Stick this belt right here. And I'm not sure where the next edge is going to be, so we'll just kind of stick it right here for now. Just need a reference. I can't see, it's too dark. Alright, so the first splitter is gonna go... so these in-betweens are a little bit more complicated. Just because we're gonna have to split them between two different things. We're also gonna need a merger. Alright, so... I'm gonna stick it. Oh, we don't need a merger. We need another split. So right, I think right here should be fine. Okay, cool. Don't die! Don't die! You got it. Did you get? Oh, you're not there yet, right? Okay, the game like stuttered a little bit. I thought like some like attacks were happening.
I'm making a new fashion for you.
Gotcha. Alright, so the next splitter is going to be about right here. Oh. Like that right there, and you to be right there. Alright, so again, making our next one. Alright, this one's gonna be a little funky. Okay. Let's try there. That one might be okay. Yep, all good. Okay, so all that stuff is split and going into their little areas. So now we have one more. Okay, stick that right in there, and then one more assembler. Even though this is way overkill because we're not producing enough reinforced iron plates to even support this much, but it's okay. Alright. Stick that right there. Yeah. There we go. let's go ahead and set up our splitters. Alright, so we need more space. So let's go there. And then the next stack will be about there. And another splitter. That might be a little too tight. Yeah. Just move these over a little bit.
Okay, this base is huge.
Whoa! In Nat Turbo, hello! Welcome. Just a reminder, you are being broadcasted live on ProfNovice.
I'll probably spend a lot of time quiet.
No worries, no worries. Join in as you desire.
Comment on this. 'Cause I just spent like 5 minutes following your iron around the whole base, trying to figure out where you were keeping the plates.
We do have what's called a little bit of a mall. That will be in the main hub area. It's the bottom right crate, I think. And then
Yeah, turns out I went around in a big circle.
Okay, let's stick that right there. So we have like a very distant coal mine. I haven't even been there. A few people have gone there. I think Natty started it, and then a few other community members went out there and started messing with it and added some things to it. But I haven't even been there. I have no idea what's there. Alright, we'll connect that to that, and let's disassemble that because it's not going to be connected. And okay, go, and you to there, you to here. One of which we did do, the bridge that you might see on my screen way off into the distance there. That took about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. We did that on stream because we were desperate for energy, and Natty and I were so tired of like refilling the biomass generators, and I just wanted to rush to coal generators so bad. So we spent like almost the whole stream getting coal from all the way down there, making this ridiculous bridge. It's pretty dangerous to walk on. Okay, so what are you doing? Oh, you're the iron plates, and then the bottom isn't connected to anything. Okay, cool. So the bottom is supposed to be... Wait, this is actually supposed to be opposite. Okay, so that's gonna go right in there. And then we're gonna do one of these conveyor lifts. Gonna be here. And that's gonna be there. And we're gonna redo a few bits here. Oh, it's not up high enough. Okay. There, here, so there. There? I think. That looks right. Okay. So, how are we gonna get this to line up the way we want? So let's see. Problem is that this thing is going to be kind of in the way. So, If we built another set right here, connect it up to here first, then we build one more way out here, the next level. More, and we can connect that to there, and then put our splitter right there. Then we remove this, and we remove that. Gear belt's in the way there. Find our way up there. Alright. Looks like this might be our ticket. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's just reconnect that to there. Then we don't need all of these. Oh wait, I meant to connect that one. Let's see, can we do that from here? If that worked. Huh? Looks like it works, okay. Alright, cool. So now we have pipes going in. We just have to set these up now. Modular frame. Modular frame. Modular frame. And modular frame.
So I'm following this really long quartz belt back to its base. And I've noticed there's a part where the belt appears to be floating over gaps, as if there was a bridge there before, but is no longer there.
I could see that being a thing. That path was made by our Crystal Dawes community member. He's the one who has like 500 hours in this game. So have you stumbled across the lack of need for things to be like for things to make physical sense?
Yes. So like once you place something, you can delete whatever's holding it up.
Right.
It's just very precarious going across these long gaps. On
Right,
just
exactly.
belt with like floating power poles next to it.
Yeah. And those are some of the things that Crystal Dawes did to make the that circle cylinder building too. There's a lot of quirky things. The developers just they seem to concentrate on what stuff is like fun and gonna add a lot more meaning to the existing systems. And if the game had like actual physics stuff, it would be really hard. I think at this point it would be really hard to play the game. I imagine it would be that much more difficult to play it and be successful without like stuff like crumbling under you. Did I grab the wrong? These are iron plates. Did I grab the wrong section? That's supposed to be pipes. I don't think I grabbed the wrong section. What's going on? Wait, hold on. I did grab the wrong section. Ugh. Alright. No matter. We'll grab the right one now. Alright, let's get rid of the incorrect section. And send that along the way. Get rid of that, that. Clearance. Must be a belt in there. What's going on there? Okay, that's strange. Oh, there is a belt in there. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay, oops. Let's jump up to where we want it to be aligned. That looks good right there.
I'm starting to think going to this quartz mine was a bad idea. I just had to swim through an underground cavern.
Yeah, I don't know the extent that Crystal Dawes had to go through in order to give us quartz. It seemed like a very dangerous expedition.
Like, there must have been quartz closer than this.
Wait, you don't want to be there?
Find some of them in places, but they've just been privately. They're not mines or things.
Oh, it's just working. Oh, cool. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to get the this conveyor thing working.
I think I
Okay.
really gave up on trying to get my stuff back, and I just went back to the main research for parts.
For now, yeah.
Just tired for today, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. You gotta sleep on the amount of effort that the game demands from you.
Yeah.
Gotta recover.
Now, something to keep in mind is your stuff never despawns as far as I know when you die. But if you like save and quit and reload the save, then it does, the markers on the compass that point to the crates don't appear.
Oh.
Here, they don't.
So the crate will still be there, you just can't see the beacon.
Oh.
There's a beacon there before I went out. Thank you. I wasn't aware of that.
I didn't know that was a thing either.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
You rage quit and you're like, oh no, it's all gone.
Oh no!
I thought you were gonna be here waiting for me.
Yeah, I collected a bunch of stuff, like summer sloop things and power slugs and stuff, and I just didn't want to lose them. I was about to get a Mercer spear, but then I got attacked by this heavily strong monster. One single attack just almost killed me.
Wait, Natty. The other day, last week, you fought a cat. On
It's not a cat. It's like a bull, but I don't know how to describe it.
Oh, okay.
It's just happy. It's so powerful. Overpowered.
Okay. When earlier today, when you're talking about there being cats that replace the spiders if you have arachnophobia on, I thought that would be the cats that you solved from last week, the rhino cats. Okay. Okay, so
I wish
you're
they were cats because it would be easier for me to kill them, but
No, it wouldn't. You don't want to kill cats.
well, Thank